Days of Our Lives. Brace yourselves for a dramatic and emotional ride on Monday, March 17th, as Salem's residents grapple with shocking revelations, confrontations, and heartbreaking decisions. Detective Rafe Hernandez and Jada Hunter find themselves deep into a crucial investigation. Their relentless pursuit of justice continues as they desperately search for solid evidence against E.J. DiMera. The intensity of their hunt increases as their reputation and the safety of Salem hinge upon successfully finding clues that can finally hold E.J. accountable for his crimes. The community awaits anxiously, hoping that justice will prevail after so much suffering. Meanwhile, tensions flare as Ava Vitale encounters Melinda Trask. Ava, already under tremendous stress, is pushed to her limits during a confrontation with Salem's aggressive district attorney. Melinda, determined to bring lawbreakers to justice, provokes Ava into a heated exchange that could drastically impact their already strained relationship. DOL fans will witness an explosive confrontation that reveals deep-seated grudges, intense emotions, and lingering resentments, promising to leave audiences wondering how these powerful women will navigate their feud going forward. Elsewhere in Salem, Belle Black confides deeply personal regrets to Brady Black. In a heart-to-heart conversation, Belle admits to Brady that she made the impulsive and regrettable decision to rekindle a physical relationship with E.J. DiMera. Realizing her mistake almost immediately, Belle opens up, expressing shame, guilt, and sorrow over her choice. Brady, ever supportive, listens carefully and offers comfort, reinforcing their bond as siblings. In return, Brady shares his complicated feelings surrounding Ava and Kristen, trusting Belle as his closest confidant. Brady fears that his romantic relationship with Ava may soon reach its breaking point. His heart grows heavy as he contemplates the future, particularly with Rachel Blake's troublesome behavior adding strain to their already tense relationship. Rachel, struggling emotionally and acting out impulsively, has driven a significant wedge between Brady and Ava. Brady quietly predicts to Belle that it may only be a matter of time before Ava decides to part ways, acknowledging the harsh reality that love may not be enough to overcome the turmoil they're currently experiencing. In a separate but related storyline, Kristen DiMera is fiercely determined to protect Rachel Blake from further trouble. Kristen has grown increasingly alarmed by Rachel's recent missteps and fears for her daughter's future. Understanding that Rachel requires more supervision, emotional support, and perhaps a stern but loving hand, Kristen steps up her efforts to guide her daughter away from danger. But protecting Rachel is no simple task, especially given Rachel's recent brushes with the law. Kristen remains resolute, however, determined to do whatever it takes to keep her daughter safe, even if it means putting herself directly into harm's way. Meanwhile, at the DiMera mansion, emotions erupt dramatically as Johnny DiMera confronts his father, E.J. Johnny, fueled by newfound anger and resentment, demands answers for the horrific truth he recently discovered about his conception. Learning from Kate Roberts Brady the full extent of E.J.'s past misdeeds, particularly the disturbing revelation involving Sammy Brady, Johnny's rage culminates in a physical altercation with E.J. in their own living room. Johnny cannot fathom forgiveness, utterly appalled and betrayed by the man he once admired. Attempting desperately to explain himself, E.J. faces Johnny's wrath and pain head-on. But Johnny refuses to hear E.J.'s excuses, instead standing firm and declaring that their relationship is irreparably damaged. In an emotionally charged and heartbreaking moment, Johnny openly disowns E.J., stating clearly and without hesitation that he wants nothing further to do with him. E.J. is devastated as he faces the harsh reality of losing his son's respect and love forever, left alone to grapple with the devastating consequences of his past choices. Days of Our Lives viewers will experience an emotional roller coaster on Monday, March 17th, as the residents of Salem face life-changing decisions, devastating truths, and deep-seated conflicts. Secrets and betrayals threaten to tear families apart, leaving everyone involved wondering if healing and forgiveness are even possible amid so much heartache. Be sure not to miss a moment of this riveting episode, as Salem's fate hangs in the balance, and lives are changed forever. In the upcoming episodes of the long-running daytime drama Days of Our Lives, viewers will find themselves on the edge of their seats as several storylines collide in unpredictable and highly emotional ways. From a stolen necklace that sets off a chain reaction of guilt and suspicion, to a search for answers that could save John Black's life, to a father and son confrontation that threatens to tear the DiMera family apart. These episodes promise to deliver the suspense, heartbreak, and high drama that fans have come to expect. Below is an in-depth look at all the twists and turns coming this week, presented in a clear, conversational manner tailored especially for those who enjoy a classic soap opera experience and want to savor every detail. A meal gone wrong. Julie's necklace nightmare. The drama begins at the bistro, a charming spot where Julie Williams arrives in high spirits, accompanied by her grandson J.J. Devereaux and Doug Williams III. With plans for a peaceful family dinner, Julie could not have predicted the jolt of terror and outrage that awaits her. Almost immediately, something, or rather someone, catches her eye. Seated at a nearby table is Melinda Trask, looking rather pleased with herself and sporting a dazzling piece of jewelry. To Melinda, it's just a fashionable accessory that perfectly complements her outfit. However, to Julie, it is a stunning betrayal of her family's trust and heritage. In that split second, Julie recognizes the necklace as her cherished grandmother's heirloom. For those who might be new to the significance of this piece, Julie's family heirloom is more than just an expensive necklace. It represents past generations of her family and is laced with powerful memories. Julie had every reason to believe it was safe and secure until she discovered it missing. Now, she sees it brazenly displayed around Melinda's neck and her heartbreak instantly turns to fury. It seems that no one is quite sure how Melinda ended up with the necklace until speculation centers on the possibility that Doug himself might have had something to do with fencing it. The idea that a member of Julie's own family might be involved in stealing this precious possession is almost unthinkable. Yet the mounting tension and Doug's nervous behavior raise suspicions that he may know far more than he's letting on. As the confrontation escalates, the polite, civilized meal they all planned quickly transforms into a tense showdown. Could Doug finally confess to his role in this scheme in front of everyone? And if he does, how will Julie cope with the betrayal of a family member who should have protected the heirloom at all costs? Across the country, Marlena and Steve seek answers. Meanwhile, in Washington, concern for John Black is growing with each passing hour. Marlena Evans and Steve Johnson, two of John's closest confidants, decide that waiting around is not an option. Determined to uncover the truth about John's disappearance and the risks he might be facing, Marlena and Steve head straight to Shane Donovan for answers. Shane, known for his ties to various intelligence agencies, has access to classified files and inside information that could provide crucial insights. Marlena, whose love for John has guided her through countless hardships, is at her wit's end. She presses Shane for anything he can reveal. Steve, likewise, is worried about his old friend and refuses to let even the smallest clue slip through the cracks. Although Shane is bound by confidentiality and departmental limitations, he manages to share a bit of intel that leaves both Marlena and Steve extremely uneasy. Whatever Shane discloses seems to indicate that John's situation is precarious at best and possibly life-threatening. The mention of secret missions, hidden enemies, or an unknown threat could be what Shane hints at, but the specifics remain murky. Marlena's gasp upon hearing the news suggests that it's worse than she dared imagine. Steve, not one to back down from protecting a friend, will likely urge Marlena to stay calm, but even he may find it difficult to keep his cool after hearing Shane's alarming hint. Will Shane's revelation lead them down a path that helps them rescue John? Or will it merely deepen the mystery and increase Marlena's worries? Fans can expect a heart-pounding search that tests Marlena and Steve's determination as well as their faith in one another. DiMera chaos, Johnny's anger and EJ's vengeance. Back in Salem, Johnny DiMera finds himself grappling with a range of turbulent emotions after learning a hidden truth about his father EJ DiMera. It turns out Johnny has discovered that EJ forcibly impregnated Sammy Brady at one point in their fraught history, an act that Johnny can only view as a deep betrayal and a sign of moral failing. Already harboring resentment toward EJ for various other reasons, Johnny is now utterly incensed. A showdown between father and son quickly erupts, and the usually suave, composed EJ is reduced to tears under the weight of his son's anger and condemnation. For many viewers, this confrontation might be particularly poignant. EJ's checkered past has come back to haunt him countless times, but nothing stings like being shamed by your own child. Johnny, for his part, is livid at the idea that his father could have taken such cruel steps to manipulate a pregnancy and alter family dynamics. However, heartbreak soon gives way to anger on EJ's part. Convinced that his life would have been far simpler if certain secrets had remained hidden, EJ pins the blame for his ruined relationship with Johnny on Kate Roberts Brady. Word on the street is that Kate let slip the shocking facts in an unguarded moment. Determined to confront Kate directly, EJ storms off to find her at the pub. When he does corner Kate, the tension is palpable. In a furious tirade, EJ accuses Kate of meddling where she didn't belong and insists that Johnny never needed to know the truth. With venom in his voice, he vows revenge. As he puts it, Kate will regret this day for a long time to come, an ominous statement, especially given the DiMera family's history of retribution. Kate, who is never one to shy away from a confrontation, flings an object off a nearby table in a dramatic display of her own outrage. Though shaken by EJ's threats, she stands her ground, refusing to let him bully or intimidate her. This clash between two of Salem's most formidable personalities will likely have far-reaching consequences for both of them. A deadly twist: who targets EJ? In a surprising turn of events, EJ's anger and his pattern of making enemies could place him in grave danger. Rumors suggest that EJ is about to become the target of a mysterious assailant, kicking off a classic whodunit storyline with numerous suspects. With EJ forging countless adversaries over the years, the list of potential culprits is long and complicated. Could this be someone seeking revenge for past injustices? Or might it be a more recent victim of EJ's manipulations? After the blow-up with Kate, it seems she could be on the suspect list. But so could many others who have harbored grudges against EJ. Whichever path this intrigue takes, fans can anticipate a signature Days of Our Lives investigation, complete with red herrings, shocking revelations, and a dramatic conclusion that might catch everyone off guard. What lies ahead? As these stories unfold, Days of Our Lives is set to deliver powerful emotional arcs for multiple characters. Julie is on the brink of discovering a betrayal right within her own family. Marlena and Steve are risking everything to find John before it's too late. Johnny and EJ are embroiled in a bitter confrontation that tests the boundaries of familial love and loyalty. And underneath it all, there looms a looming threat to EJ's life, raising the question: who wants him out of the picture, and how far are they willing to go? For viewers who have followed these characters through decades of romance, tragedy, and redemption, these twists and turns speak to the timeless appeal of daytime dramas. Expect tears, anger, and perhaps even some reconciliation, but don't let your guard down. Just when you think you know who's responsible for a crime or who's playing whom, Days of Our Lives has a habit of delivering a bombshell that changes everything. Stay tuned for all the emotional showdowns, shocking revelations, and heartfelt moments that are sure to capture your attention. With secrets coming to light, relationships shattering under the weight of betrayal, and surprising alliances forming out of necessity, this promises to be a week of unmissable drama. Days of Our Lives has always excelled at weaving multiple storylines into one gripping tapestry, and this week is no exception. Whether you're a loyal longtime viewer or someone who's recently discovered the excitement of Salem's beloved residents, you'll find plenty of reasons to keep watching and talking about the episodes ahead. Final thoughts: in these unfolding stories, every character faces a test. Julie must confront a painful possibility involving her own family. Doug may be forced to admit a devastating mistake. Marlena and Steve race against time to save John from an unknown threat. Johnny struggles to see his father in a new, darker light, and EJ, caught between remorse and wrath, sets off a chain reaction that could cost him dearly. Soap operas excel at exploring the depths of love, fear, betrayal, and forgiveness. As we watch each family's secrets come to the surface, we're reminded of the complicated, interwoven nature of life in Salem. Every decision echoes through the years, every hidden truth eventually emerges, and every act of loyalty or treachery can create unforeseen consequences that reverberate far beyond the moment. Fasten your seatbelts, because this week in Salem looks like it will be a bumpy ride. Who will pay for which crimes, and who will find a path to atonement? Will John be found before it's too late, or will Marlena and Steve's bravery come at a heavy cost? And most pressingly, can EJ survive the enemies he has made, not only outside the DiMera family, but possibly within it as well? As always, the beauty of Days of Our Lives lies in its rich blend of family drama, romance, mystery, and redemption. Tune in to find out how these riveting stories converge, and remember that in Salem, nothing is ever as simple as it first appears. The unbreakable bonds of love are tested by the darkest secrets, and it's precisely that blend of heartache and hope that keeps viewers enthralled year after year.